Hello, hello. It is Wednesday, October 30th, one day before Halloween. So I'm going to be going over the trade I took today, why I took it, and what I expected or anticipated out of this trade. So it is 10:46. And today I went long on NQ. Okay. So right off the bat on the higher time frame, on the daily, well, let's start with the 4 hour because I don't have my chart pulled up right now, but so on the 4 hour time frame, I saw we had this fair value gap, right? So we had this fair value gap. Not only did we have this fair value gap, we also had a 4 hour change in state of delivery. So from this leg down, right here, the last down close candle, which is this one right here, the body, we had a closure above the last down close candle. This validated this whole thing as an order block, and it was aligned with this fair value gap. So you could say it was kind of a unicorn, like a fair value gap overlapping with a order or a breaker. But yeah, we had this 4 hour change to delivery. We had this fair value gap. We had price retrace down at discount into this FEG. So from here, I was expecting some kind of internal, external. So that was my higher time frame market narrative. It was going higher for buy side liquidity from this 4 hour BISI. Dropping down to the lower time frames on the 1 hour, we also had an S&T divergence with ES. You can see how ES took this low while NQ didn't. And you want to see this real quick. Look. So this is my 15-minute chart, right? It shows NQ, it shows ES, and it shows Dow. So notice how NQ, we were just in this range, and suddenly we just retraced down into discount from this swing high to this swing low. Notice how ES took yesterday's 10 a.m. low, but NQ didn't. Notice how the only candle it took was the one that had a news driver in it. Like that to me, that can't be random. Like it literally went down, it took this low and created divergence between NQ and ES. But yeah, I just wanted to point that out because when I saw that, I was like, wow, yeah, this can't be random at all. But yeah, moving forward from the S&Ts, the next thing I did when we're dropping down was mark out premium discount. So you see how we had that overnight accumulation and then we had that retracement down to discount. Okay, so I knew we were inside a 4 hour BISI. I knew we were at discount when price dropped after 9:30. So I'm not here looking to take a whole move. I'm not here to have a home run. I'm just here to get a base hit, right? So the logic here was if price retraced down to discount and they kept going down, 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 it's not going to go down forever. It has to retrace into premium to then continue going lower or reverse. From there, I don't really care. But the logic here was that I wanted some kind of retracement or reversal out this area right here with S&Ts to premium, right? This 15-minute fair value gap right here, it's very tiny. That was around here was my target, this 15-minute FEG or this 930 high. But right here around this area was my target. So going down the lower time frames, I use standard deviations to project where price is likely to retrace or reverse from using the the 2 a.m. opening. So I'm pretty sure this is the 2 a.m. opening and this is the 6 a.m. opening. But yeah, from the 2 a.m. opening, I used the highest swing high to swing low on the 2 a.m. opening to project these deviations. So you can see how -4 aligned with this -2 and -2.5. So I used the 6 a.m. high to low. And yeah, this is what I got. I projected it from this swing high to this swing low because it aligned with the -4 in between. So like when you see -4 aligning with -2 and 2.5, that's a high probability area of like price retracing or reversal or reversing with obviously market narrative behind it, right? But I really like when I see these aligning together, these deviations, because it shows a high probability of where price is going to retrace or reverse from. But yeah, I didn't just long out of nowhere. Like I didn't just randomly hit the buy button as soon as I went to this area. I waited for confirmation on the lower time frames, right? This is the 5 minute, but I wanted a 1 minute confirmation, right? Because we're not here entering like randomly, right? I'm trying to get a good entry so that way I can get a good stop loss and just trade. So on the 1 minute time frame, you can see how price came down. We disrespected this 1 minute SIBI, making it an inversion, and out this inversion we had this 1 minute fair value gap. So you can see how I put my entry at the 1 minute fair value gap, and notice how it just wicked in. Like you see how it just wicked in slightly and just boom, reacted off it. That's your institutional order flow entry drill. It's when price doesn't reach the consequent encroachment or it doesn't get that complete fill. It just taps it and goes flying. That is the highest probability entry, in my opinion, that one can get, is when you get that fair value gap entry, but it doesn't touch the consequent encroachment. It doesn't get that complete fill. It's just like, boom, it just taps it, goes flying. So that's what I wanted to see. And yeah, I wanted to leave this for value gap down here as a breaker. Not a breaker, a breakaway gap, yes. So I wanted to leave this breaker as a breakaway gap, or this for value gap as a breakaway gap. And yeah, once we get that tap, we just went flying. And where is price looking for? It's either looking for the external from this 4 hour BISI all the way up here, or it's looking for the premium to then continue going lower. But I wasn't looking here to catch a whole move or a whole pop or a whole like the daily print. I'm just here to catch a piece of the pie, right? So yeah, my trade was the premium. I closed it out, and this was the profit. So it was a pretty good trade. I like today's trade. We had news at 10. Yeah, we had news at 8:30. Yeah, we had news at 8:30. But yeah, this was a trade on Tradeovate here, or on TradingView, and it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad at all. I liked it. So you can see how we drew the deviations. Oh, let me get rid of all of this actually. Oops. So you can see how we drew the deviations, and we inverted this fair value gap, and we also inverted this 5 minute fair value gap. On the 15 minute, essentially all I wanted to see was this, right? By the way, this blue box is the weekly inversion that I have marked out. So this fair value gap right here, this is the weekly fair value gap I have marked out. And yeah, I'm just anticipating some kind of like move, or just this area as support for price to continue going higher until it tells me it wants to go lower. So I'll just keep using this area as support and to keep pushing higher. But back to the 15 minute time frame. So on the 15 minute time frame, you can see how price just had this big range day yesterday. Why? Because it was seeking previous weekly high, which we took right here. So you can see how we took previous weekly high from this high right here. Boom, took it out. That's why we had such a big range day yesterday, because it was looking for that liquidity. And overnight we were just consolidating to then continue going down into discount around these -2 and -2.5 standard deviations. Here we retrace reversal back to premium. This is a daily range art marked out from this high to this low. We also had this daily CISD for our BISI. And then yeah, just going down the time frame, so you can see how nice this -4 aligned with -2, -2.5. Boom, 5-minute inversion, S&Ts going down even to the lower time frames. I wonder if there was a S&T in the lower time frames. Not here. Oh, I found it right here. This area. There is a S&T here and S&T here. Okay, yeah. That's probably why we had the institutional order flow entry drill, because we had those S&Ts down below as well. But that's pretty cool. I didn't even know we had S&Ts there. But yeah, that 1-minute inversion, 5-minute inversion, and my entry was literally at that 1 minute for value gap. Boom. Just touch it and goes flying. So yeah, that's my entry. You can draw your deviations from this range too and project your -2, -2.5. But look at that. So once price gets from here to there, then you draw your premium discount once more. So premium discount, and basically you can be looking for shorts down to discount, continue going higher, or it would just reverse. But yeah, that was the logic behind today's trade. Just wanted a move from this area, bring it up here, taking out buy stops resting in premium. But you can see how beautiful it just reacts from there. Like that's, like it can't get better than that. Yeah, but yeah, also we had 950 to 1010 macro helping us or supporting price movement towards premium. So yeah, we had macro, SMTs, inversions, discount to premium, a lot of good confirmations and higher time frame narrative backing up my trades for today. But yeah, those were one of those A+ days where you see price overnight session or price action. You're like, yeah, this is gonna be a good PA for today. But yeah, this is probably it for the trade recap. And let me see if I can pull up my, yeah, it was right here. It was probably like around this high or something. I think it was no, it was down here. My entry was more down to the downside. Yeah, right here is the entry. And then it was around like 70 points. So like right here was the entry basically. And yeah, that was the entry and the profits for today. I accidentally posted the gross realized P&L for on Twitter. It wasn't actually 1,400. It was more like 1,300, but these were 5 accounts, and yeah, that was the trade for today. And I'll also show the executions. The executions. Oh, what is that? Yeah, I don't know what that is. Okay, but yeah, those were the executions. Pretty good pretty good night, I'm not gonna lie. But it is still NFP week, and we have presidential elections coming up very soon. So I never personally traded during elections because I'm not that old or have that much experience with like over 5 years. But I never personally traded elections or like traded in conditions like that. So I don't know how it goes. So it will be a very good experience to finally be able to experience that. But as far as I know, as long as PA delivers what I want to see, I'll continue to trade it until it otherwise tells me not to. But yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up for this trade recap, and yeah, hope you guys take it easy, enjoy your day, and yeah, peace out, guys.